So we heard you talk to the guys.
Yeah, it was great. I was excited to be, invited by Kalani to speak to just high school coaches and have a great affinity for high school coaches. I was influenced by my high school coach, so anytime we can get back, in clinics and stuff, it's all part of it. So just excited.
What was your message to them? What types of things do you try and tell them?
My message is always the same. Creating a culture of victories in life. Just football eventually ends. So hopefully some of the things you learn in this game, in the team, that can help you later in life. Be a better father, a better husband, those types of messages.
Have you joined UCLA staff?
Well, my son's there. My son's a graduate assistant there. Ali, my son Va's still at Navy.
Oh, okay.
So my youngest son, Lee, who's at Utah, just took a job at UCLA.
You had something set up. You said after you left Navy, were you really ready to reveal what you're going to be doing post-coaching for the time being? Or?
It will be coming soon. My wife wants me to get out of the house quickly. There's only she's tired of walking with me around the neighborhood, and so I got to get a job quick.
Are you still living in Indianapolis?
I am for right now. So.
Does that move have anything to do with BYU? Can we ask you that? You said what you're going to do next. Does that have anything to do
No, I'm here to support Kalani and their program, and just obviously, I have a great amount of respect for Kalani, what he's done. He's done an awesome job here. So I'm just here to watch their program and help, and because it's just been an awesome day.
What's the relationship like between you and Kalani?
The coaching world is at a head coach. It's a small circle. There's only so many guys that understand the decisions of a head coach. So our discussions are normally deep discussions. We're both from Laie. We're both of Polynesian descent. We're also been both Division I head football coaches, and so it's a tough job. And everybody sees the glitz and the glamour, but they don't see the tough decisions that you have to make and the lonely decisions. And so those kind of discussions that he and I cherish those talks with him. I've learned a lot in our discussions, but our discussions are normally talks that you save, for head coaches. You talk with, there's things that only you, that nobody else. It's hard to relate to somebody else unless you're in those, in those seats, and so we just try to help each other out.
Have you studied his program, and are you giving him any advice?
No, I don't give him any advice. He's doing awesome. I watch him all the time. Obviously my son's an alum, and so, our games are early. BYU's games are normally late at night, so I go back home able to watch them, and I love watching their games. Their week games are normally late at night, so I can see, and so I just love what he's doing here. He's a great. I feel like this football program is a great flagship for the church. The way they conduct themselves, the way Kalani's represented not only the school but the church, and I think he's doing an awesome job. And I'm excited to see him get in the Big 12.
What do you think Big 12 affiliation can do for BYU's brand and maybe just the mission of the church and things like that?
It's going to be, they're going to be going to some cool, I looked at their schedule, they're going to some cool places. You're going to go in some hostile stadiums with 100,000, 80, 90,000. And I think they're going to see who this program's all about. Like I said, Kalani's done a great job, but they're going to see a great football team of tough dudes that carry themselves the right way. And I think that's what they're going to see when they see Kalani's program.
Planning on helping out any sort of program this fall? What's kind of plans for you?
Yeah, so I did a couple of TV stuff, a couple interviews there. I never got a call back, so obviously I didn't do too good in those interviews. I had a couple opportunities. I'm looking at a couple right now, and that should materialize real quickly here. But yeah, I'm going to stay in the game. I'm like I said, my wife doesn't want me hanging around the house, so I'm going to keep coaching for a little bit.
Coach, let me ask you a big picture question. Just the state of college football, so much change, so much evolution now, TV rights, rumors. It just the last few years there have been a lot of things. What's your view about kind of where college football is at this point?
Some of the stuff that's happening, been talked about for the last decade. In a lot of meetings that I've been in, you can see conferences trying to combine. It's all been about TV money. I think they've seen with the college playoffs how much money that's going to generate, and so the greed has even got even bigger now, because they see that the guys in the big leagues are going to make $100 million, and so if you're in the league making $100 million and you're in another league making 40 or 30, which is still great money, but the have and the separation keeps going. NIL, I think that's awesome that players could get money, but there still needs to be some guardrails on it. I think the They're trying to figure all that stuff out. But I don't think it's done. I think most of us recognize there'll probably be one big league, one big commissioner. I know some of the big-time coaches in SEC have been pushing for that a long time. Just so the rules can be the same. I think some of those guys, why does our rules have to be the same with a team that doesn't have the same budget? We have a budget of $120 million. Why does ours have to be the same with the school with a budget of $10 million? And so you can see it's starting to get closer. I never thought it would come that way, but I sense it's going to be like a minor league, football league, semi-pro. You're going to be a student, but you're going to get paid. But you can see that's what it's evolving to.
Coach, during your time as a player and also kind of Navy, you've been synonymous with triple options. A lot of people wondered if that was going to hamper you from getting other jobs potentially. Are you capable? You feel like breaking out and working in other offenses?
Yeah, I think we did that by necessity.
Yeah.
We did it from the standpoint of we weren't as big as everybody. That's why you see the only 3 teams doing the service academies, because we can't match up. We can't run conventional stuff. But, football is football. If you're somewhere else where you had the same people, then you do the same thing. That was by necessity.
Is that your first time back on BYU's campus since you had that interview back in 2015?
No, like I said, my son went to school here, and so, when he was getting done playing, when he graduated, we'd, come here. He lived right between here and, I guess, Orem. So we'd come over here. So I come here a lot. I make a stop at that In-N-Out Burger over there a lot. So
Wait in
I
line
think they might have my picture over there.
What's your scouting report on the 3 AAC teams that you face that are going to the Big 12 at BYU?
The 4 teams coming in, I think, are awesome additions. This team, BYU, Houston's a really good football team. UCF's a really good team. And I thought Luke Fickell did a phenomenal job. Because when he got to Cincinnati, they were good, middle of the pack, but he's taking them to another level. But I think all of those 4 programs recognize that you had to start building up, when you get in the Big 12, because every week's going to be a battle. But I know all 4 of them are excited about it. The rest of us who got left out would love to have gotten invited. Hey, how about me? But, it's exciting for the 4 teams that got invited.
Back in the interview process in 2015, how deep do you remember getting into it? Were you offered the job here?
I'll just say I was deeply interested in the job. But it's worked out great. The guy that's the head coach needs to be the head coach. Phenomenal head coach. But, I'd be lying if I wasn't interested in. But I also had a great job too. So, I came to take a look at it. I was grateful that they, interviewed me. But in the long run, it ended up right. He needs to be the head coach here.
Is it still President Niumatalolo?
I just got released.
Oh, okay.
So it's, I was just telling somebody, being a head football coach is way harder than being a stake president, because in the stake presidency, the church is true, you just do what's supposed to happen. And football, that's a different deal.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.